We have the world's largest cargo transporter revealed and releasing soon, and all the news about the next world and sim updates, including the latest releases and announcements news. It's a massive week in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator, so let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's announcements, in these videos we try to bring you all the flight sim news in one place. So if that sounds right up your taxiway, please click that subscribe button. 70% of people that watch the Oz Flight Sim channel are not subscribed yet. By hitting the subscribe button, it really supports the channel and helps it grow, and thank you very much for your support. Pre-flighting this week's previews and announcements, and kicking off with Aerosoft this week as they showcase screenshots of its EFB that is in development for its current project of the Airbus A330. From what we can see from the screenshots, the EFB has options for performance, charts and flight plans, and we even saw a screenshot that had a save state available for ready to taxi options, so that should be implemented as well. Other than the screenshots, this week we have no extra information on when we'll see the release of the Airbus A330, but obviously we will keep you updated during the development. Bluebird simulations are back in the news again this week, this time not officially. One of the own technical advisors of the Boeing 757 project, who has their own YouTube channel, published a short video of the aircraft's current state, showcasing the high level of detail we can expect to see from the final product. The technical advisor, who's a real-world 757 pilot, mentioned that the simulation enthusiasts may have a lot of questions and apprehensions about the project, but rest assured, Bluebird simulations are dedicated and are taking pride to bringing the 757 to life. We will leave a link in the description if you want to check out that video from the technical advisor. Honeycomb Aeronautical, this is the manufacturer behind Honeycomb Alpha Yokes and the Bravo throttles, have announced their pre-sale for their Charlie rudder pedals. US customers can pre-order and they'll receive theirs on the 30th of June and August the 30th for the global customers, with a limit of one per customer. The Charlie rudder pedals feature a durable aluminium construction with an all-new innovative belt drive system. Honeycomb mentions these pedals provide a revolutionary experience when it comes to feeling connected to the aircraft flight controls. The pedals use the latest in Hall effect sensors, which gives a more precise coordination in flight. These rudder pedals are fully adjustable to fit all different pilots' needs and come with high friction surface strips as well as carpet spikes included in the box to help with slipping. SimWorks Studios, along with FS Reborn, have announced they will be developing a Boeing 727-200 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Both developers have stuck to a smaller aircraft and now jumping to complex vintage aircraft for their next development project. SimWorks Studios with their Kodiak, their Vans and the Zenith aircraft, FS Reborn with the Sting 4. All these aircraft have been well received in the community, and both the teams are planning on bringing the same quality across to the Boeing 727. At this stage, we don't have any screenshots or a feature list or current stage of development, but as always we will keep you posted with more development news on this one. Taxiing over to this week's release news, SoFly is continuing with its global landing series with the release of Europe and North America in recent times. The team is now progressed through to Australia and New Zealand just in time for the next world update. This version of Global Landings has about 80 varied approaches across 2 countries. You can choose from easy to hard with different weather scenarios to test your skills. Unique live weather landing challenges are included, and you can fly into each airport with multiple aircraft for varied experience. Earn up top scores for bragging rights against most of your friends, and you can pick up your copy of SoFly Global Landing Australia and New Zealand directly from the SoFly website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Fly2High have released their latest airport, Senior Ritz's Poznań Airport. Hopefully I said that correctly. This is one of the oldest airports in Poland, serving the city of Poznań. This airport serves a number of European full-service airlines as well as some low-cost airlines. Fly2High's rendition of the airport includes a fully modelled airport which has a dynamic lighting, PBR textures, animated people models, correct apron layout, and with a focus on being frame rate friendly. You can pick up your copy of Poznań Airport directly from the I&I Build store, links in the description below. Orbex this week have released its Police Activity Expansion Pack. This is a scenery package that aims to cater for helicopter pilots for the sim. The area is packed with helipads from the heart of downtown of Los Angeles, with detailed iconic helipads including the LAPD Hooper Airport and the LAPD headquarters and more. Orbex also included the surrounding areas of the LA basin, complete with many Sheriff's Department helipads and buildings. For more added immersion, the package includes 8 brand new police and news liveries for the Bell 407. Some custom helipads included the Glendale Police Department, the Pacific Designs Center, the Twin Towers Correctional Facility, the LA County Sheriff's West Hollywood Station, LAPD headquarters as well. You can pick up your copy of Helipads LA Police from the Orbex store, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Apex Gaming PCs and the Oz Flight Simmer channel have partnered up to create a range of gaming flight simmer PCs tailored to flight simulation pilots in mind. The private pilot and the commercial pilot range has been designed to provide a great frame rates if you are on a budget, or if you're an experienced simmer and want to take your simming to the next level. You can even customize to suit your virtual pilot needs. Links in the description below if you want to check out the new range of Oz Flight Simmer PCs, the private pilot and the commercial pilot. Lining up on the runway for this week's Sim Update news. It's been a massive week when it comes to Sim Update news, and kicking it off first with the AAU1, which is the Aircraft and Avionics Update 1. This update comes with a bunch of additional bug fixes as well as avionics updates. The main part of this first update was to upgrade the GNS 430 and the GNS 530 to bring them to more closely in line with the real world systems. The units have been added to a bunch of default aircraft in the sim, including the Cessna 172 Classic, the Cap 10 and the DV20, just to mention a few. The Garmin G3000s and the G5000 avionics suite both have received upgrades and overhauls, and again bringing them closer to the real thing. And as always, I will leave a link in the description if you'd like to check out the full changelog. Moving on to the first development Q&A for the year, the dev team had some big reveals and updates to the next World and Sim updates. Kicking off with World Update number 12, New Zealand. We first heard about this last year, and to be honest, it seemed to be a little lean in my opinion. This time around, we can see the team have been hard at work adding more content to New Zealand, and it's really shaping up to be a great addition to the series. World Update 12 will include 9 handcrafted airports split between Orbex and NZ simulations, 62 points of interest, 7 photographic cities including Hobbiton from the movie, and a bunch of discovery flights, landing challenges and bush trips. And they did mention that they've been working really closely with the New Zealand government and got a bunch of data when it comes to DEM and Mesho. It looks pretty good over that way. The World Update number 12 is scheduled for a release on February the 23rd. Alongside the World Update, we'll see a release in the local Legends aircraft, which is the Caribou DHC-4. Orbex is the developer around the Caribou, which we did learn this last year, and during the Q&A, the team walked us through some of the features and characteristics of the aircraft, including its stall capabilities and 60 degrees of flaps and a unique cargo ramp. Their next big announcement was the legendary cargo transporter, the Antonov AN225. It will be released in the sim on the 27th of February for PC, and a later release on Xbox version. This release will be simultaneously with Sim Update 12, as this is the release of WASM, and this product needs WASM to be on the console. Any Builds is the team behind it. The Airbus A310 again have partnered up with Microsoft to bring the world's biggest aircraft, or the world's biggest cargo transporter, to a Microsoft Flight Simulator. From what we can see, both the internals and the exterior of the 225 have been modeled to high detail, which includes small features such as cabin fans, desk lights and navigation desk. The cockpit of this aircraft is absolutely insane and something really different to look at. I would expect the 225 to be at the same type of detail that we have seen with the 310. The Antonov 225 will be a payware aircraft, and Microsoft team plans to donate 100% of the funds that is gained to this to Antonov themselves to help towards rebuilding the next 225. This is a really great news in my opinion. We heard at Wind that something like this may happen sometime last year, and now it's going to be released on the 27th of February. Fantastic that all the funds are going towards helping getting another 225 in the air, as this is a piece of aviation history. And if that wasn't enough news for you this week, the next Sim Update, which is Sim Update 12, is now being confirmed for release on March the 12th. Sim Update 12 will focus on performance as well as the long-awaited feature for WASM support for Xbox. If you're not familiar with WASM, basically it allows complex aircraft such as the 225 to work on console. Other features in the world update which is worth mentioning is improvements to the helicopter engine trim, 16 engine support, improvements to thermals, improvements to gliding, and also they're introducing a turbulence adjustment tool, basically a scaler to adjust turbulence. I would say we will see more features and improvements added to the update than what has been mentioned so far. The Microsoft team mentions we should see a flight into the beta in about 3 weeks or so. Famous Flyer number 5, the AN2 will be released alongside the sim update as a payware release. The ATL that was planned to be in that slot is being pushed back about a month. And from the sounds of it, the AN2 was ready to go for some time now, but the team have been waiting with some licensing issues to be worked out, and that seems to be ready for release. And as always, we will leave a link in the description if you want to check out the full Q&A development stream. Moving on to this week's marketplace news, and during the Q&A, Jorg mentioned that the marketplace has a backlog of around 700 plus new products or updates, which the team are working very hard to get through quickly as possible. This week we're seeing 44 new products, including 22 working on Xbox and 22 working on PC. This week we're seeing the Copspar C510 and also the Gottfriends Wilga make the list in the marketplace. Both of these aircraft are available on Xbox and PC. The rest of the releases comprise of livery packs, night lighting packs, and mission packs. Thank you for getting this far in the video. I'll leave our previous video up here. If you missed that one, why don't you go and check that one out? And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. 70% of people that watch the Oz Flight Simmer channel are not subscribed yet. By hitting that really helps us out. And I will see you on our next video or stream.